Hi YouTube, today I'm going to be doing a video on my Core 4. I found this video from CardTech 710 last week. I'd recommend following him. He has a lot of great content on his channel. Um, Anyways, with my Core 4, it's going to be the 4 cards I really think represent me as a collector. Not so much my most valuable cards, but the cards that kind of really represent who I am as a collector and the things I really like to collect. So let's get to it. The first card to represent my Core 4 is the 1984 Donruss Don Mattingly. Is a card that I could never afford when I was a kid. It reached probably $100, $200 back in the late 80s when the card collecting craze was just going wild. So when I got back into all this about 2 years ago, it was one of the first cards I ended up picking up, and I just absolutely love it. It represents me as a collector back in the 80s, and just an iconic card in card collecting in the first place, and one of my most favorite cards that even through as the years pass, I don't know if I'll ever replace it from my Core 4. I'll show you the back here too. You can see a stat line from the very beginning there. Old Don Mattingly, number 1. Number 2 in my Core 4 would be Dominique Wilkins. I still do collect Dominique Wilkins to this day. Collected them back when I first started collecting back in the late 80s. One of these days I'll do a video on my Dominique Wilkins collection. I do have his rookie card, but this is, of all the cards I have, is one of my favorites just because first off it has his autograph on there, piece of his jersey from his Atlanta Hawk days. He did play for some other teams over the years, but he'll always be remembered as one of the great Atlanta Hawks, one of the best dunkers of all time. North Carolina boy, played in Washington, North Carolina. Just one of my favorite NBA players of all time, and one of my favorite cards in my collection of his, and he represents number 2 in my Core 4, my Mount Rushmore of my collection. Number 3. I will say this was hard trying to decide between which cards to select for all this. God, this card I just love to death. It's a Star Wars Relic card. I love Star Wars. I've been picking up some of the different Star Wars cards over the past year or two. Some of the autographs from some of the actors from the movies. What's really cool about this card, it says, you can see at the bottom there, it says authentic film cell relic. Which, if that is true, wow, to have a kind of a piece of one of the Star Wars movies. On the bottom there it says, congratulations, you've just received a unique film cell from the original Star Wars trilogy. Awesome. Showcasing the journeys of Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. Here's Luke Skywalker standing beneath the twin setting suns of Tatooine. If you look at the cell there, you can kind of see the very picture that they are depicting on here. So how cool is that? Once again, kind of like with the Mattingly, no matter what cards I ended up picking up over the years to come, I do not think I would ever replace this from my Core 4. Just a super unique and just a really cool card. Number 3. So my number 4, in deciding what my 4 core cards would be for my collection, it was tough. This last card was one I've been on the hunt for a while, and it's none other than the wheelin' and dealin', kiss-stealin', limousine-riding, son of a gun himself, old Ric Flair. Woo! Yes, I've searched hard and long for old Ric Flair's autograph card here, and I wanted to find an autograph card of his that still showed him what he looked like back in his heyday. Now, this is obviously he's closer to retirement from this card, but still has the flashy robe. He's got the platinum blonde hair. You can see he's on his mic, which he's most well known for. And like I said, it took me a while to find a card that's kind of depicted who he was as a person with his autograph. Got this at a card show for about 30 or 40 bucks. Selling on COMC for about 25. I really don't care what the price. I just love. And what's great about this card too is his autograph. Like you can see, it actually says Ric Flair. You can read it out on there. Unlike the Wilkins, it's kind of hard to read his autograph there. But Ric Flair, just a beautiful, beautiful card. And like I said, I'll be showing the prices along, you know, with these cards if I could find them on COMC or eBay. Really don't care so much about the prices, but these 4 cards really represent who I am as a collector there. A little shine there on the Flair. Whoops, there goes old Luke. These 4 cards, you know, really kind of represent my me as a collector, my collection. Cards from the 80s, you know, I love basketball in general. I was huge Wilkins fans, love Star Wars, and I've really been getting into non-sports cards lately. And then Ric Flair's a huge wrestling fan, young to this day, and to find a card like his, just love it. An honorable mention I'll show you. I've already done a few videos of my Carolina collection, so and I haven't shown this card in my Carolina collection videos yet, but it's none other than old Psycho T, Tyler Hansborough himself. Another autographed one, piece of his jersey when he played for the Pacers. Real nice signature. He's got his number on there. You know, one of my favorite Tar Heels of all time. Honorable mention for my core 4. Didn't quite make it though. So, like I said, found this video from CardTech 710. I'll put a link down in the bio for you to find him and his video. Real good person to subscribe to. Hopefully subscribe to this channel too. And I will be talking to you again soon, YouTube. See ya.